What's up guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Jay. Today I'm going to be analyzing AMD stock. Now, I might be giving my opinion during certain segments, we'll just have to see. If you don't know who AMD is, they're basically a semiconductor device manufacturing company. They also make things like graphics cards, memory board chipsets, and computer processors, among other things. But to get started, they ended the week off at a price of $83.81, with our market cap being $98 billion. But if you look at the run-up this stock has had just from a couple years back, I bet you wish you've invested in this stock in 2016. And Lisa Su has done an amazing job with the company because 5 years ago, I bet you no one was even looking at this stock. But if you take a closer look, every time it shoots up like it has recently, it shows a big retracement. So I personally would hold off on buying because it was literally just in the 50s like what it seems 2 weeks ago. I also feel like there's not enough fear in the market. There's still people dying from the Rona, mass unemployment, and there's still businesses from before the Rona that aren't operating anymore. And yes, the stock market might be up, but the stock market isn't always rational sometimes. That doesn't mean that you can go off and not be rational at the same time. It's not a good idea. It's never a good idea, actually, to put all of your money or a lot of your money into the stock market just because you see it up or just because of FOMO. But moving on, the reason that AMD's gone up so much recently is because 3 weeks ago, they announced that they'd be coming out with their new Ryzen 4000 series processors. And the thing that really brought their stock up from $2 and some change in 2016 to what it is today is that they've come out with new products that are actually good. Like, for example, their processors, but they have improved their profitability, which they have struggled with before. They also came out with their Q2 earnings recently, where they came out and missed EPS with an adjusted profit of 13 cents per share versus analyst expectations of 16 cents per share. But they did beat their revenue by $70 million with $1.93 billion in revenue, which is a year-over-year growth of 26% for a quarter, and that's absolutely bonkers. Like, bro, Bro, we have the Rona going on. Like, chill. Like, Lisa, you have to chill. If you're listening to this, which there's a very, very low possibility that you're listening to this, you need to chill, Lisa. But that's not the thing that's actually brought their stock up so high. They actually raised their guidance for the year. And if I'm going to take a guess and say that they're the first company, if not one of the first companies that are closer to the $100 billion market cap to have done that this year. In my opinion, that's ballsy of AMD because if we're all going to be honest, we don't know what the rest of 2020 is going to hold. Maybe we'll have another outbreak, maybe we won't. Only time will be able to tell. So if they can still perform well as a company during another outbreak, if it does happen, then I could see this stock going past $100 by the end of the year if the market doesn't fall again. They also have a lot of future growth priced in, with their forward PE being the highest it's ever been in the last 5 quarters at 74, where over the last 5 quarters, it's been kind of all over the place. But if you've owned AMD before the run-up, you must be pretty happy. Q2 2019, their forward PE was 45. The quarter after that, it was 28, then back to the 40s, and then to 52 in Q2 of this year. Analysts also expect their revenue growth to be up all the way through 2021. For this quarter, they expect them to grow by 42%, and then it slows for Q4 at 23%, plus the first 2 quarters, which is actually going to bring their total expected growth to 32%, and the next year, they're expected to grow by 22% for the whole year. Last, I'm going to take a quick look at their balance sheet to see if it's keeping up with its current valuation. When you look at their cash on hand, they have almost $1.8 billion, which it's not really the best. I'd say if you're a big company out there, in my opinion, you should be having 5 to 15% of your company's valuation in cash. And according to Yahoo Finance, they have less than 2%. But this is at the end of Q2, so it may have gone up. We probably won't find out until their Q3 report. I'll give them a break for this one because the run-up of its stock was just this quarter. At the start of the quarter, it wasn't that 5 to 10% range, but if you're a growth stock, it would probably be best for you to be closer to that 10% range in cash. This is so you can not only deal with little issues that your company is having with the cash you have on hand, but you can actually spend that money and fund yourself and invest in other companies to try and expand your business. But moving away from that, if you compare their cash to their total debt is $894 million. So with the cash they have, according to Yahoo Finance, they could pay off all of their debt in full. But they really shouldn't be doing that because the interest on that debt is probably so low that it really just wouldn't even make sense to do that. Furthermore, if I'm being honest, AMD is a great play even in the $90 range if you're holding it for the long term. Lisa Su's proven that she's done an incredible job since taking the helm as CEO of the company. But if you're a trader, it's a lot harder to find any good swing trades out there because the market could go down at any second, whether it's related to the Rona or not. So that's why even if the market goes down tomorrow, you have the opportunity to buy more shares because you're a long-term investor and it's just going to reduce your cost basis on the stock. But that's going to end it off on this video. If you made it this far, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. It means a lot. Also, don't forget to comment down below if you have AMD stock. I know that some of my subscribers out there have it, so I thought it was just perfect for me to make this video. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.